Hi guys, this is our third video today. I'm going to be teaching you our reading mini lesson today, and we're going to be talking about retelling stories. Boys and girls, when a teacher asks you to retell a story, what they really want to know in the retell is they want to know who is in the story. So who are the characters? A teacher or a parent or myself wants to know, where does the story take place? So what is the setting of the story? And they also want to know what is happening in the story. What happens in the beginning of the story? What happens in the middle of the story? And what happens in the end of the story? So today for our retelling, I'm going to use this story called Little Rabbit's Tale. Do you see that word tale? T-A-L-E. That has a spelling pattern of vowel, consonant, final E. There's another type of tail, T-A-I-L, that has a vowel team, A-I. T-A-L-E means like story, Little Rabbit's story. T-A-I-L would be Little Rabbit's actual tail, like the bunny's tail or an animal's tail. This story is T-A-L-E. So we know that titles matter. So we have to understand that this title is about Little Rabbit's story, not his actual tale. I'm going to have you pause the video, read the story, and while you're reading, think about who are the characters, what's the setting, and what happens in the beginning, in the middle, and the end of the story. Pause the video and read the story now. All right, welcome back, guys. We're going to now retell the story. So we're going to start with the characters. So often I like to start a retelling by saying, this is a story about. So you might say, this is a story about Little Rabbit. And Little Rabbit starts to tell a story to all of his friends. Now you'll say the setting. The setting of the story takes place in Little Rabbit's house and then all around the neighborhood where Little Rabbit lives, where his animal friends are. And now we're up to what happened in the story. Pause the video and talk about what happened in the beginning of the story, what happened in the middle of the story, and what happened in the end of the story. Okay, did you say something like this? In the beginning of the story, Little Rabbit was asleep and the wind blew something. The wind blew and something fell on his head. He panicked and he thought the sky was falling. So Little Rabbit ran to tell his friends. Now you might say, in the middle of the story, Little Rabbit tells Goose, and then together they tell Beaver, and then Turtle, and Little Rabbit remembers, I didn't tell my mom, let's go back and tell her. Then you might pause and say, in the end of the story, Little Rabbit's mom helps the animal children realize that it was actually an apple that fell from the tree, from the apple tree. The Little Rabbit's friends were upset with him because they had left their activities and joined up in this panic of the sky falling. So Little Rabbit decides to invite them all to dinner. Hey, think about that. Why do you think Little Rabbit invited them all to dinner? Maybe have a discussion about that. Okay, we learned how to retell this story. I want you to read it again and read for fluency and keep getting better and better at reading this story. Read like a storyteller. And while you're reading, think about, how do I retell a story? And then the books that you're reading from your book bag too, practice that skill of retelling your stories. Think about the characters, the setting, and what happened in the beginning, the middle, and the end of the story. You've got this, guys. You can do it.